William, what's the main responsibility of a captain?
Well, I guess it's the same in anywhere, because when you are captain anywhere, in anywhere, you know, the same.
I see. And what
so I guess,
responsibility?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, be safe, and calm, and management with the crew member the relationship between you and the crew member must be well, you know. It's the most important thing, I guess, to become a captain and continue captain, and you have a respect for everyone in your team, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Anywhere.
I see.
Because you are captain, so you are the power.
Okay. Which do you find more exciting, landing or taking off?
More exciting for myself, landing, but more difficult for me, in my viewpoint, is a takeoff, because there is a small time between lift-off and the speed enough to maintain the maneuver control of aircraft. If something happened after takeoff, you know, immediately. So I guess the most hard time is between lift-off until V2. That is but for me, landing I like more landing than takeoff. But I like flying.
But why do you prefer landing?
Because land is more easy.
Oh, I see.
You are up to get down. You have the speed that helps you to fly and management the approach. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Okay. What would you do if a passenger asked you to visit the cockpit during flight?
Depends. If the flight is go smoothly, no weather forecast adverse or something like that, it's okay.
All right.
You know, I guess the costume is the most important thing for the people that fly, you know.
I see.
So.
Okay. What is the first thing you do when you get into the cockpit?
Well, first of all, ask someone to follow the passenger,
right,
and watching everything close to the passenger, because nobody knows someone that suddenly asks to go to the cockpit, you know what I'm saying? So I guess it's more important to call with the flight attendant together and allowed to get in the cockpit, but with someone to prepare to any kind of something adverse could happen. You know?
Okay. What do you like to do when you fly to another city?
Another city?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
For example, if you fly to Rio de Janeiro, what do you like to do there? You are from São Paulo, right?
I'm from Rio. I live there, so...
Sorry, so suppose you fly to São Paulo. What do you like to do?
I like São Paulo, very thirsty city. I like restaurants, theater. São Paulo is the most important city, I guess, in Brazil. So there is many places to visit, like a museum, theaters, cinemas, everything, restaurants. I like São Paulo very much.
Okay. What would you say to a person who wants to be a pilot?
About myself? No, or the person.
Recommendations you would give to this person.
Someone to want to be a pilot.
Yes.
Well, I like very much what I do.
I see.
But it's a special kind of profession, because you don't have the schedule vacation, you don't have the scheduled time to share with your family, you know what I'm saying? It's hard. You must love your career, because it's even the most people think this is a beautiful kind of career. It's a difficult. It's a hard, you know, sometimes you are alone in the hotel, so far away from your people, your family, your friends, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's difficult. You must love very much to comply this company as the profession, the career need, you know.
Okay. So now we're moving to the second part of the test, okay? In this part, you will listen to a speech from the recorder involving two different situations, okay?
I should listen?
Yes.
And I will repeat to you?
When it finishes, I want you to report what you understood. Okay?
Report to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember that you can listen to each extract twice.
Twice.
And sometimes I'll ask you to interact to the situation.
Okay, same time?
Yes, but I'll give you the instructions during the procedure, okay? Can we go to the first one?
Yeah.
I'll play it, okay?
I need to use the microphone?
No, it's not necessary. Let's go.
Go.
What did you understand here?
Yes, the delay because the passengers are very hungry because the delay of the, I guess the food there, I guess, no?
I will play one more time for you,
Please.
Okay? Let's go.
She told that they are delayed for 1 hour because the catering is delayed. The passengers are very hungry, upset, I guess.
Okay, so now listen to ground staff explaining the cause of the problem. Okay?
Okay.
The same situation. Let's
okay,
go.
Same. Let's go ahead.
What did you understand?
Well, the caterers strike, the delay because I guess the truck strike, you know, I guess.
Let's go one more time.
Okay. Stop on strike. I guess the guy told this. I guess.
Okay. So you are the captain in this situation, okay?
Okay.
I want you to ask ground staff how long it's going to take to get the food on board and tell them that you have to take off in 45 minutes.
I need to... Please ask me again. Ask me again, please.
Ask ground staff how long
I need to use this now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to ask ground staff how long it's going to take to get the food on board and tell them that you need to take off in 45 minutes.
Okay. Do you have some kind of airport that you need? Because I called the ground, I need to do...
It's not necessary.
Okay. Rio ground. This is Varg 799 request your information about how long I can get everything already ready to start up my engine, my engine and push back because I need to depart in 45 minutes. If you have some information beyond that or further information to comply this, please advise me.
Okay, so listen to ground staff. Let's check if they understood you, okay?
Okay. Okay, it's okay. I can take off in 60 minutes if you can do that.
What are they doing to solve the problem?
They will call to the catering and to support to prepare the aircraft in 60 minutes.
Okay.
That's how I understand.
Alright, so now we're moving to another situation. Before I play the CD, I want you to describe this picture for me.
Before
I play. Yes.
Unpersonalized, I guess.
Uh-huh.
The mask get dropped.
Alright.
Because the cabin altitude beyond the safe, you know, so the mask automatically deploy.
Alright.
And pressurization problem.
Okay. So imagine you had sudden depressurization in your flight. Okay? I want you to request the closest airport for landing. Okay? The call sign is Cruise Air 231.
Can I run?
No.
Okay.
231.
231.
And you are calling Miami ATC.
Okay, Miami ATC, this is Cruise 231. Request them is Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Miami Center, this is Cruise 231. Request emergency descent, scope code 7700. We are unpressurized. We need to descend to 10,000 feet.
So
and request for the support to approach.
So, listen to ATC. Let's check if they understood you, okay?
Okay.
Did you understand anything in the
Yeah,
first
but
part?
I would like to. Report a fire on the cockpit.
Did you have fire?
No, not.
So just clarify the situation.
Okay, no, I don't have fire in cockpit. I just fly normally, you know.
Alright. So now we're moving to the third part of the test, okay? In this part, you will listen to two different situations again, but this time I can play the CD only once, okay?
Okay. Say again, please.
We have two different situations again.
With a kind of situation.
Yes, but this time I can play the CD only once.
Okay, just hear one of.
Yes, and then you report what you understood, and I'll ask you some questions related to the situation. Okay? Don't worry about call signs, numbers, just focus on the problem.
Okay.
Let's go?
Let's go.
What did you understand?
I understand there is a problem with the passengers, so request to Canary landing immediately, not the emergency. But request police.
Okay. So, have you ever had passengers fight on board?
Yes. Once I arrest a guy that smoking in restroom of the aircraft. So I advise to the smoke detector warning cockpit. So I asked the flight attendant. The flight is from Havana to Milan. It's a 6 hour over the ocean, North Atlantic Airway. So I asked to the attendant hold the passport of this passenger. When I arrived in Madrid, in Milan, I asked to the policy, no open the door until the policy got in the aircraft and arrest the guy, because the guy put everyone on board in the situation could be jeopardize everybody,
I see. Well, I'll play the second situation now, okay?
Bomb scare board. So request immediately.
And
is that stress?
what procedure should the crew follow under those circumstances?
Well, Mayday, crew communication. Mayday, crew communication, and request all kind of support, because you don't know if it's blow up or no. The bombs could be blow up or no. And request all kind of emergency and support in the priority, everything.
Okay. Do you think passengers should be advised about it?
Of course.
Why?
Because there is a kind of procedure, and must be, I guess, the passenger must be aware to comply the instruction of the flight attendant. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody knows where or if this kind of stuff would blow up or no, you know what I'm saying? So the flight attendant are prepared to all kind of emergency, or to avoid some damage more hard that could be after. Nobody knows whatever could be, you know, until the landing. So I guess.
Okay. So now, considering both problems from part 3, do you remember the first one?
First one, we have...
If you don't remember, no problem.
No, I don't remember because...
That's fine. So I'll ask you another question. In your opinion, what's the worst emergency a pilot can have?
It's hard to say because when we fly over Europe, the small countries, the boundary, each one is much close, you know what I'm saying? And the aircraft speeds so fast. I don't know, I guess maybe it's unpressurized if you fly over the Swiss to Vienna, that a flight that I did many times when I was captain from Trans-Brazil, you know, because if you depressurize over the Swiss mountain, the high level of the mountain, the hill, is more than 26,000 feet, so you can descend until 10,000 is a safe level, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's the most hardest unpressurized, then engine failure, you know what I'm saying? Because the high level of the mountain is more dangerous for me.
Okay. So now we're moving to the 4th part of the test. It's the last one, okay? I want you to describe this picture now, and then I'll ask you some questions about it.
This looks like some kind of adverse weather, that turbulence like that, the aircraft are facing, you know? I think so.
Okay.
But you can prepare the aircraft, reduce the speed, advise the flight, everybody, turn on the sign bells, and ask the flight attendant to make a speech for the passenger, I guess.
Okay. What are some of the causes of turbulence?
A lot of problem in the atmosphere, you know, pressure, different pressure suddenly moving to up and down, you know what I'm saying? And I guess.
Okay. How do passengers usually react during very strong turbulence?
The passengers always be worried. It's hard to find out some passengers that fly easily. Often they are afraid, they are worried. Most of them.
I see.
There is some people that like flying, but most of them, is my experience, because I fly from more than 33 years. You know? So I talk with the passenger, I feel up what more, they feel more worried, you know.
I see.
So I think often they are worried, but most what's happened, I guess, is a psychology problem. You know?
What are the normal procedures during flight through turbulence?
Reduce the speed, advise prepare the aircraft to the turbulence. Even you can change the flight level. You ask the control center to change to avoid. There is a three kind turbulence: heavy, moderate, and light. You know, and try to keep out of the kind of level, any kind of level like that. You know, so we must change the level. We prepare the aircraft, reduce the speed, advise the passengers, and change.
Okay.
I guess.
All right. Anything else?
I ask you.
Nothing else.
I've got.
So, Fernando, this is the end of our test, okay? Thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you.